you ever wanted to learn more about animals at the zoo? Or maybe wondered what it might be like to live with one? After living with a prairie dog and researching their natural habits, I believe I can provide insight on these questions. Today I would like to share with you some information about prairie dogs, both in their natural habitats and captive raised. In his book, The World of the Prairie Dog, David Costello writes most extensively on two aspects of prairie dog life in the wild: their diets and social structures. These are the two things we will focus on today. Prairie dogs are generally found in the grassy plains and lower mountainous regions of the southwest states. Because of this, their diet can be fairly limited. In times of abundant food sources, the prairie dogs grow fat off a variety of succulent grasses which surround their homes. This is frequently supplemented by wide-leaf herbs known as forbs. The prairie dogs rely on these grasses and forbs not only as their main food source, but also as their source for water. However, when drought or overgrazing of larger animals, such as sheep or cattle, causes a food shortage, the prairie dogs will dine on cacti or dig for the roots of less succulent plants. Occasionally they will travel great distances or move to abandoned sections of their towns in order to be closer to a better food supply. In the toughest of times, though, prairie dogs can survive on nearly any type of plant. The second important aspect of prairie dog life in the wild is the social structure. Prairie dogs are highly sociable creatures, and their social structures are the subject of many studies. Prairie dogs live in underground constructions known most commonly as towns. These towns consist of numerous individual or adjoining burrows located closely together. These towns cover a large area, but are only fully inhabited when the prairie dog population is at its highest. Each burrow in the town has a mound-like opening made of tightly packed dirt from which the prairie dog can survey their surroundings. The grass is also clipped short around the mound as a sort of lookout post. As soon as the sign for danger is given, all activity stops. When it is confirmed, the prairie dogs disappear into the nearest burrow for safety. The danger signal is just one of the many vocal signals of the prairie dogs. In studies made, scientists have identified up to 7 distinct calls, including the warning bark, the territorial bark, the defense bark, and the all-clear signal. They have also recorded a number of other noises and signals, to which their meaning remains unclear. In addition to these vocal signals, the prairie dogs frequently communicate through body movement. They are quick to defend their territory against rival prairie dogs, and will often fuss about intruders without actually attacking, such as burrowing owls and ground squirrels. Among friends, the prairie dogs are very playful and affectionate. The youngsters can be seen chasing and tumbling amongst themselves, while the elders snuggle and kiss. This friendly, affectionate disposition is perhaps even more visible in prairie dogs raised in captivity. Because of the rapid decrease in lands allotted to prairie dog towns, as well as the fact that they make excellent pets, prairie dogs are more and more frequently being bred and raised in captivity. This causes several subtle differences in their habits. One of the most prominent is the change in their wariness. Creatures which might have caused great alarm in the wild, such as dogs and humans, are easily tolerated and even played with. They are also more prone to exploration, although they frequently return to their chosen homes. They are friendly and accepting of other creatures and will happily live in close proximity and even share the same cage as other creatures, such as rabbits. Some will even play with and sleep in the same bed as their owners. Another difference between the wild and captive-bred prairie dogs is that they have a less developed vocal range. This is most likely because they are not raised in the town environment, and they are not taught all of the signals by their elders. This does not mean they are any less animated, however. Once they are comfortable with their surroundings, prairie dogs will greet their owners and fellow pets with as much enthusiasm as they might greet their cohabitants in the wild. In conclusion, prairie dogs are lively, sociable creatures, which I hope you come to understand better through this speech. And the next time you visit the zoo, maybe you can pay a visit to these little guys and try and spot a few of the habits you heard about today. Thank you.